Let's ball, babe. I'm right here with Coach Chris Chronicles, man. We just knocked out another one, man. Y'all be sure to tune in, man. Best podcast popping right now. For real. Let's get it.
What up, though? I say to the audience, welcome back to another episode of Coach Chris Chronicles, where we like to create opportunities and change history using character, honor, respect, and in substance, integrity and substance. Pardon me. We got a special guest in the building today. Um, I'm very proud of this man. I've known him for a few years now. I first came across this gentleman when I was coaching for Crimson Tide. His son played on the same football team as my nephew. And, we used to be cordial. I used to see him as a parent. And after a while, I used to see him with a camera at the games. I started seeing drones and stuff at the games. I try to go to a basketball game, he there with the camera. Go to a football game, he there with the camera. I go to a 7-on-7 tournament, he there with the camera. I'm saying, okay. So he must really be taking this serious. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times y'all might see the world through his lens, but today we got him on camera. Yeah. And y'all get to holler at him himself. Some of y'all know him as Demetrius. Some of y'all know him as D. Some of y'all know him as Mimi. But I know a lot of y'all know him as Les Ball. How you doing?
Ball, man. What up, man? What up, man? We back, man.
I bet you ain't never had an introduction like that, hey.
Nah, hey, I'm honored, man.
I'm working, bro. I'm working, bro.
Hey, you did your thing, man.
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good, man. Just blessed, man. Out here grinding, man. Just trying to build something.
That you are.
Appreciate
You're everywhere. I can't go on IG, Facebook, YouTube without seeing a Les Ball video or Les Ball reel, Les Ball clip, a Les Ball shirt, hoodie, anything. You definitely out here grinding.
Appreciate it, man. Just, hey, that's a good thing, Dan. If you saying it like that, then.
Great thing. So,
hey, man, just trying to build it, man, and bring the community together, man, to a bigger vision.
Let's get straight to it.
Yeah.
You from the real outside or the other side?
From the real outside?
The real outside or the other side?
Other side. I'm from the real out south. University Court, UC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's a thing. That's a thing.
We getting into it.
Yeah, we getting into it. That's a thing. I've always heard that because, I went to Cameron.
Yeah.
I played AAU with a lot of people from the JCUC area and Edge Hill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I met a lot of great, talented, genuinely good people from that area.
Yeah.
But that was always a thing. There's some rivalry about you. We the real out south. We the real out south.
Yeah.
So what was that? What's that about?
Man, I don't know what that's about, man. People just want to take ownership of a territory. Right. It's back in the day how everybody used to say west side and north side and south side. It's just two different projects.
Right.
And at the end of the day, we all one side when it boils down to it.
Right. So what was your childhood like out there in JCUC?
It was cool. Of course, it was a lot of negative things going on, drug dealing, selling drugs. But outside of that, though, as an adult, I realized that was kind of like the best time, outside of what people may think of the projects. I found it was very community-like, because you can walk around in the project. You got my granny might live on one corner or one apartment. Right. My mama might live in another apartment. Mm-hmm. It was almost like generations of families out there.
Mm-hmm. So it is a negative perception about the project.
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's a lot of great people from there.
It is. It's actually more community-like than what people think.
Right.
Because of, the poverty and generational curses and stuff. It's like it's been embedded in there. So it's like everybody kind of.
You feel like that make y'all come together even more?
Yeah, it really do. It really do because, you got families on top of families on top of families that's down there that been living in these apartments and these projects for years. Right. So, it's really more community than I ever seen, crazy as it sound. And as an adult, when you move around, you realize, dang, it's really divided out here.
Right.
But when you look in the projects, it's actually more connected than the outside world.
It is.
To me, in my opinion, now that I'm grown up and not in that environment no more.
I see you still go back every so often too. Like they be having cookouts and community days. Yeah. How's it like going back as an adult? And just getting back to your old childhood neighborhood and giving back.
It's eye opening now because when I grew up, I didn't never know I was poor. I didn't never know I was in poverty or I didn't even really know that I was in the project or even if it was bad because Shit,
That was just life. That's just all
that was
you
just
knew.
life. It was life, and everybody that we knew out there, we had on J's and had on all the nice stuff and nice
It be
clothes.
some
But
clean people out
yeah,
there.
yeah, it be
It be
clean.
clean out there.
But you know, that was the thing. But I didn't really realize it until when you start moving or you get out in the real world, and then you come back and be like, dang, you see a lot of yourself in the kids. And a lot of them don't be knowing. So now I just want to be an ideal to the kids. For me, since I'm doing photography or videography, just them seeing me, it gives them an ideal of they can actually do it if they choose to and even find a way.
That's real, man. Now, you got on the Brandon Miller jersey.
Oh, yeah.
I got to ask you.
Yeah. My dog.
Where does Jamont Gordon, in your opinion, where does he rank amongst the best basketball players that came out the city? Because he's from that area as well. Is he top 5, top 10? Hate to put you on the spot like
you
that.
did. He top 10. He top 10.
I agree.
He top 10.
You ain't got to get no particular.
Yeah,
Just
he
top 10.
He top 10. Yeah, easy on.
Top
Take
10,
it easy
top
on.
10.
Take
Yeah,
it easy on.
I ain't got to
He
do you
top
like
10.
that.
He about top 10. I give him, he top
Jamont
10.
is one of them ones. He one of them ones.
Yeah, most definitely.
One of them ones. And he still comes back as well.
Yeah, he
Played overseas.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He played at Mississippi State.
Mm-hmm.
He on camera. Look it up on YouTube. Ripping Katie at half court, taking it down there. Hey, do your history and your homework on Jamont Gordon. He one of them ones out the city.
Man, the truth. I mean, hands down, one of the coldest players I ever saw. Outside of him, but Jamont Gordon, man, could have easily made it to the lead and been a superstar.
Hands
in my
down.
opinion,
Easily.
When I saw him, I was rooting for him like I root for anybody else, but it was something special about Jamont, you know, giving from where he come from. To do what he do and constantly build on that, man.
He used to bring the city out too.
He bring the whole.
Them games at camera used to be packed.
Man, if I had less ball then, man, that'd be stupid.
Man, Jamont would have been an icon.
Man. But then what's funny is, I think Baller's life started around the time with Derrick Rose. So keep in mind, Jamont was doing Derrick. From what I saw when he was going against Memphis, he was doing Derrick Rose in though. So, if Jamont would have had that type of push like that, man, it would have been crazy. Jamont, man, he the truth.
Good thing is though, from that time to now, Nashville is like a mecca of just sports gumbo. You can find all type of talent in Nashville now, and you got outlets like yourself that's helping Nashville grow and putting the city on the map. Yeah. So we didn't have that growing up.
No, we didn't. It's actually becoming a blessing in disguise too, because the people that didn't have that outlet, they see how they see they mishaps, and now they coming back and building it up. That's how we got a Brandon Miller.
Right.
You got Kizzard and Jamal, them just trainers that
they was hoopers too.
Yeah, they was hoopers too, and was cold too. Yeah. And we all, me personally, we all doing things that we wish we could have had. Let's feel like a parent, If I was lacking something as a kid, I'm gonna make sure my kid don't lack. Right. I think that's how the trainers do it, man. If I only was if I had a trainer back in the day, maybe my game would have been a little different. Yeah. Now you got
we got better from just going outside competing.
Yeah.
Going through the neighborhood with a football and a basketball. If you outside, you can get it. Yeah. That's how we got better.
Yeah. And that was impressive too.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
And bro, we used to play our hearts out.
Yeah. Man, pick up Smith.
It didn't mean nothing. It didn't mean nothing.
It did.
Pick up Smith basketball, you bleeding, you fighting. Man. That didn't mean nothing. But now these kids, they've smartened up because we became the parents. Yeah. And like you said, we want better for our kids. So now instead of them going outside playing, they training. Yeah. They training. Yeah. And now kids from this area going to the D1. They going to the league now. Yeah. So that's a transition. Yeah. Did you play any sports growing up?
Yeah, I actually did. I played football. I played basketball, but I really didn't take it that serious because I'm short as hell.
But I don't mean nothing. Spud, well.
Yeah, It really
Nate
did. It really
Robinson.
didn't. But you know, the reality of the
Everybody ain't Nate Robinson. Everybody ain't Spud Webb.
yeah, yeah. And then I actually I wrestled too.
Okay.
So yeah, I
So you
played
must have been
sports.
strong in them all.
Yeah,
To be
yeah,
that small, he was wrestling too.
yeah. I was wrestling.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I did wrestling in middle school and shit like that.
What was your favorite sport?
Football.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
football.
positions you play?
I played cornerback and wingback. So
I heard you was fast.
yeah, my kids don't think that though, but I am.
They don't ever race you. They don't challenge you to go outside and race.
Yeah, they be trying. And
They got you yet?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Okay. I mean, it's hard. Like we was talking about this off camera. It's hard to pull up footage from a VHS tape and be like, "Nah, I was cold. I was cold.
Yeah.
Let me find this. Let me find this tape. Blow the dust off of it.
Man.
Pop it in the VCR.
Man.
Watch this.
Man,
We can't
hey,
do that.
No, we can't.
can't do that.
Hey, I sure be trying to find some too, calling old middle
Yeah.
school coaches and everything, high school coaches and everything. Nah, I wish.
But nah, that's dope though. That's dope. As a parent,
Mm-hmm.
what factors do you look for in a program or a school that makes you decide I want my kid to play there?
I just look at the culture of what the school is about, who the coaches are, and what they are they really passionate about what they do. Do they see a vision in their program? What's the vision of their program? Do they pose a winning culture?
So winning is important for you, or is
Yeah.
it the development aspect of it
I think it's the development aspect of it,
and
of
caring about the kids?
caring about the kids and having this mindset of trying to be great, not just settling of going through the motions. You ain't even got to be a winning program, but if you got the winning attributes to build it, then that's really enough for me.
Yeah. And like, did your child get better?
Yeah,
he
exactly.
learn going
Exactly. And just looking off for my kid, I'm going off of his personality, and if he a dog, then I want to take him to a school
It's
where
gonna
I
bring the
know
dog out of
that's
him.
gonna bring the dog, gonna enhance that dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not
You want to keep no leash on.
I don't want to keep no leash on him or downplay him, because for me, I feel like it mess up his. It just makes him start questioning who he is and is he doing things right. When I know, I'm all about being a dog. I need that dog.
Yeah.
So my son is a dog. I feel like he a dog. So
Definitely a dog.
I need to take him
Definitely
to
a dog.
Yeah, so I need to take him to I would take my kid to wherever fits for him. And that's how I look at it. Even with my baby boy.
Yeah.
One might be at Pearl, but another one might be at somewhere else, because his personality and his demeanor, it might not fit.
So you're not opposed to your kids going to different schools. You're more focused on putting them in the best position for them.
Yeah. Almost similar to almost like doing it in college, but
Right.
it's with this high school stuff.
That
It's
gotta
just
be tough.
yeah. Huh?
I said that gotta be tough.
We're trying to get them back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of doing what you do.
Yeah. Oh, it is. Most people don't realize that part of what I do. That's definitely tough. But luckily I got a wife that holds it down. Like, she very supportive of everything I do. So I don't think I could do any of this without her. So she really the big dog of it all. So, cause I wouldn't even be able to do none of this stuff if it.
That's a sacrifice, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
It's
what-
definitely a sacrifice.
For you to just do what you do, first
Yeah.
and foremost. You everywhere.
Yeah.
So that takes time. You out the house.
Yeah.
You got to sacrifice time with your family. On top of that, like you said, you might have a kid going here, you might have a kid going there. So how long did it take for your family to get on board with you, like maybe missing your kids' practice, missing your kids' game? You might miss family functions because, you got to go out here, you got to do what you got to do. How long did it take the family to get on board?
Oh, man, it's a constant battle, because they getting older now. At first they was young and it kind of fit with the timing, but now it's a constant battle of communication with each other, and understanding what's important and what's not important. My wife, she ain't no ordinary wife. She ain't finna just let me just do anything.
Right.
So she get on my butt about it, and much as I want to just go out and do anything, because that'd be tempting for me. I go out and do anything, and
Especially if you're getting paid for it.
yeah, especially if I'm getting paid for it.
Right.
Um,
But you a man first.
yeah, exactly. So it becomes a tricky situation, but overall, it's just a constant battle, man. I think it's gonna be like it, period, man. But I think communication and compromising.
Yeah.
That's what ended up working out for me and my family.
That's dope, bro.
And communicating with my sons, my boys, and letting them understand the bigger vision of what I'm doing.
How receptive were they? You know, if you missing their games, are you going to film some other kids' games?
So they don't view they so I communicate with them, so they don't they understand the psychology of media.
Right.
And
Oh, that's huge.
yeah, they understand the psychology of media. The whole point of Let's Ball was started because of my son, Jalen.
Dog.
He the reason why I started, because of him gravitating to some content and really idolizing a kid that's his same age.
Right.
So for me to actually use him as a template to show him that, hey, let me get out here and record you.
You can be that kid.
You can be that kid. And that's really kind of like stemmed the whole idea of Let's Ball starting. Was really trying to show him it wasn't never to be nothing less. It wasn't never designed to be Let's Ball. It was really just me trying to show him an idea of, look, bro, you out here telling me about a kid in California. When I'm looking at him, we do that in the backyard every day. They just recording it.
And Jalen's a dog, bro. Like,
Yeah.
like he played with Dre, right?
Yeah,
Dog.
yeah,
Dog.
yeah.
Dog.
You getting them? Yeah, all right.
He a dog.
Yeah,
Pop's gonna be tough
man.
for you. You a dog. You a dog.
He got some work to do,
You a
man.
dog.
He got some work
We
to
can
do.
all get better, but he a dog.
He got some
said
work
he
to
at
do.
Pearl now.
Yeah, he had Pearl.
Shout out to Pearl,
Yeah.
winning the championship.
Yeah.
And guess who was recording the game?
Yeah.
History. You recorded history, bro.
I did. That was big time. That was big time. Pearl is, I feel like, very important to Nashville culture, man. It's a lot of history that people don't know about Pearl. That's very important to the community, and I think that a lot of people should dive in and check out what's really behind Pearl, man.
Somebody should do a documentary on Pearl.
Oh yeah. That's what kind of fed into that, to me creating a documentary. So
Tell them a little bit about the documentary and what made you decide to do it.
So going back when I first started recording in high school, it was two high school teams that actually allowed me to do what I do, that gave me a chance.
Who's that?
And that's East and Pearl. That's why you kind of see the two contents the most.
Yeah.
I'm a lawyer guy, man. I can be making millions, and I'ma still always figure out how to come back and pay homage to whatever it is I do.
Yeah.
As much as I can go any school, those two schools will always be something I'm always promote, because they underserved. First started, it wasn't no cameras out there.
Right.
So Dre gave me an opportunity to come out there, and when I got out there and seen it, it was just me out there. It wasn't nobody out there unless it's a big game.
And that's crazy because Pearl got a lot of talent too.
Yeah, they got a lot of talent. And then when people do come out to those schools, I hear all this negative talk about them,
Yeah.
This just the negative feedback.
The outside looking in.
Yeah, outside looking in. So when you be around it for so long, you start to see the really essence of the school,
Right.
the people,
The culture.
the culture of it. You get to see the family type of vibe. And being out there, just feel home from both programs. Not to say any other school that's not like that. It's just I've actually been out there so many times that, and then you be out there and then you look back and you can kind of, be like, you see how the outside world talk about
Yeah.
you, but then you look at them, you be like, damn, they not really like that.
Right.
So it just kind of,
Again, like we talked about this earlier.
Yeah.
About, certain neighborhoods get a bad rep.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, like that's a crime-stricken area.
Yeah.
But that don't take away from the people.
No, it don't.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta judge people by actually for who they are.
Yeah.
Not for what you think they are.
Yeah.
Or where they come from. You gotta judge people for who they are.
For who they are, exactly. And even today, like it's a constant story of even myself, growing up in the projects. And then, you hear people may think about You hear the outside of the news may say this about somebody getting killed,
Yeah.
but if you look at it on a day-to-day basis, man, it's actually fun out there. Like probably some of the best times I've had in my life because, man, you see some of the most talented stuff you could ever imagine out there. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like just going back in time, man, we used to build a clubhouse.
What you
Man,
try to build a clubhouse?
yeah, we tried to build a clubhouse, man. Try to build a clubhouse, man, in a project tree, and we really built it off of just nothing.
Yeah.
And, it's just that type of stuff that we used to do that, you wouldn't know if you ain't from that type of area, if you not embedded, and you only gonna see the outside skirts, and and that's, I mean, it's just how I looked at Pearl. You don't know until you actually get involved and you see how dope this school really is, how embedded in the culture it is, how home feeling it feels. You
And
get out there.
They fan base support them.
Yeah.
They support them.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah,
As
man,
they should.
It's serious, man. Like, I feel they got a good template going on that everybody can really follow. Not to knock nobody, but when you look at the Junior Firebirds, the coaches, that's their kids. They stay embedded. They don't send their kids out there. They keep them all together.
Yeah, keep them in the community.
Yeah, they keep them in the community. So, as they get old,
it's just homebred.
yeah, it's homebred. They don't try to funnel them all over the place and stuff. They
go to
keep
that private school, this school,
Yeah,
that school, that school.
yeah.
No, you go to the youth program. You're going to go to the middle school. You're going to go to the high school. And you're going to know all the coaches. The whole neighborhood going to know you. And they're going to support you. They're going to back you.
Yeah.
And it's somebody doing right with the development aspect of it.
Oh yeah.
Didn't they win in basketball last year?
Nah, they didn't win it. They went though. They went to the state, but they didn't win it.
Didn't they beat East though? Didn't like?
Yeah, they beat East. Yeah, they beat East, and then they went to state. I think they lost to Alcoa.
Okay.
But they just got a good culture going on that I like it, man. I wish I'm from out south. They from out north, so that's something that I wish we would have out there. And I think that's kind of the key to a lot of these schools that's failing. We got Glencliff, where's Woodbine Broncos. You know what I mean? Where's Flat Rock? You can't, if you ain't got none of those to feed into or build those up, you can't expect Glencliff to be any good.
There's not too many youth programs that start at the youth level that is a pipeline to the high school.
No, because it's all.
Now you think about it, it's kind of the wild, wild west in youth football.
Now you see how it funnels back to me as my personal experience, as far as how my son is maybe at Pearl and how it's all interconnected. Yeah. Now I ain't into the south side, the east side, and north side stuff anymore.
You can't play politics though.
Nah, I ain't playing no politics now, especially when it comes to my kids. I'm going to where it all makes sense and it all feels like home based. It really want to let your child be who they need to be and flourish and get developed at the same time.
Speaking of which, why do you think sports are beneficial for kids?
It gives them the discipline. It definitely gives them the discipline to carry over in real world. Allows you to be competitive. Sure, I play sports, but you best believe when it comes to this photography stuff, I still bring on those same attributes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna compete with anybody who's trying to do what I do.
Because
You see
now
what I'm saying?
you ain't the only one to be at some of these games with these cameras,
Yeah.
but you stand out, and your work speaks for itself.
Yeah, it's just grinding and working. I love it though, cause it allows it's doing what I want. It's doing what I expected it to do, which was influence more people to do it, so that way it can shine a bigger light over all. Cause I can't be here well.
Right.
So it actually doing what exactly what it intended to do was to influence others to do it, because what I'm doing ain't nothing new.
Right.
You know what I mean? People in Georgia, people in California, it's about 100 of me down there. But when you look
It's
at
100 people recording footage, and ain't 100 of you out.
Nah.
It ain't 100 of you. It's one less ball.
Yeah, it's only one.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only one.
Creme de la creme.
Yeah, it's only one, and that's
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. It's only one. It's only one that's gonna be able to do what I'm bringing. That's for certain. But far as creating on the surface level,
Mm-hmm.
creating content and just recording games, it's a lot of people that's doing it,
Mm-hmm.
that's been doing it. So I think that's what's giving them, these states that you see that exposure
Yeah.
over us. And I think that
It's certain states that kind of stand out. Like you said, the Georgias, they all over the internet.
yeah,
Cali, Texas,
yeah,
Bama starting to climb Florida.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
you helping put us on the map.
That's my whole intention is to do that. Um, and believe in yourself. Going back to just going back to my son who was watching a kid in California off the same content.
Right.
You know what I mean? Becoming fans of people in another state. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but
Right.
become a fan of yourself. At least become a fan of somebody in your local high school.
That's
You know what
bars.
I mean? So uh, that's my whole thing is I'm all in support of these platforms, but where's you sending my Nashville kids at or my Tennessee kids at? Cause last time I checked, they had my son looking at a kid in California, and I ain't like it.
Yeah,
but I know
like-
he the truth
Yeah.
with SEC running the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, SEC running south. Like they
You s-
running football.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But California got all the ranked kids.
I know you say you started because of your son. When did you start taking it serious?
So when did I start taking it serious? When I actually went out there to record my son, and I was just doing it for him. I wasn't doing it as a profession or nothing. I was just really out there trying to show him. And
Right.
this guy named Tyree hit me up and was like, "Hey man, why don't you take some pictures of my son? Take some pictures of the kids." I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know nothing about no pictures. I ain't know nothing about none of that stuff.
Hard, bro.
But when he gave me opportunity, and then I just Googled it and looked it up and figured out how to do it, I went out there and done it, and then everybody started asking me about it. And make a long story short, from there it kind of put me in a position where I wanted to really take it serious because of the feedback I was getting. You got a whole park out here wanting you to take pictures and giving you money and want to just pay you for it. I didn't even know what to charge, so
Right.
you know what I mean. So it got serious to the point where I had to really figure out how do I want to do this stuff.
Right.
And then from there, it just kind of took off. Just build off of a lot of inspiration of some of the things I like and just build it from there.
So with you being a media outlet, what advice would you give kids about the importance of the media side of the game and how they should present themselves on camera? Because that's important.
Yeah, it's very
You never
important.
know who watching.
It's very important. I mean, I always keep everything clean. I mean, everybody's watching. Just always have that thought in your mind that everybody's watching. If you can keep that in mind, that everybody's watching, then I think that'll carry over to other things because now you're aware of who you are to be able to get the help that you need because now it brings awareness. It's very important. They both go hand in hand because same way you made that good dunk, you can really throw it all away just off an interview if you're not speaking properly or you just going off anything that pops in your head or off emotions. So it's very important to get that part together.
You want to put your best foot forward when you on camera.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
you better. You better.
Because a lot of them, they ambitions is to get to the highest level and to play at the top level. The media is a part of it.
Oh, it's definitely a part of it.
You
It's
have
coming.
to talk to the media. Them cameras gonna be in your face.
It's
the mic's
coming.
gonna be in your face.
It's coming.
And everybody, you can't put on Marshawn Lynch. You're gonna have to talk.
Yeah, you definitely gonna have to talk.
You're gonna have to talk.
But just have fun, man. You know, it is serious, but just don't overthink it.
Right. Just be yourself.
Just be yourself and have fun, man. Take any advice that somebody give you. That's really it.
Did you run into any politics when you started going to these schools and stuff, or were you welcome with open arms?
It was tough. It was tough because it was something new they wasn't aware of what it is this
Right.
guy's doing. He's coming out here trying to record, and who is he?
Right.
Type of vibe. So I definitely faced a lot of flat of questioning who I am and what are you doing, who you with, um, what are your intentions are.
Right.
A lot of small talk,
Mhm.
behind my back and stuff about what I was doing.
Yeah.
But once you get to doing it, and then people starting to see it, and then they start to really do their research on you,
Mhm.
then they eventually start to level on out. But
Work speak for itself.
yeah, yeah,
The quality of the work.
yeah, most definitely.
So what? Like, was that a long process?
Yeah, yeah, because as long as I've been doing it for 4 years, I'm just now, probably like last year, just now able to really be known as official media outlet,
Mm-hmm.
with TWSAA. And that
Mm.
took a long fight of me emailing and DMing and talking to people.
Oh,
But
let
the
me
same,
give you your
yeah,
kudos. An official media outlet for
yeah, yeah,
T.
yeah,
Hey, shout out
yeah,
to you, bro.
yeah.
Shout out to you.
Appreciate it,
That's big.
appreciate it.
That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
So it took a while. The same people that told me no, that was giving me hard time at first, those ended up being the ones that was vouching for me.
Mm.
So
They
you
just
really,
didn't know.
yeah, you
They
just
just
can't.
didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know. You really can't take things personal.
Mm.
You just gotta stay in your lane and then let the kids in the community push things forward.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what it did. They saw, even when I'm out there, they seeing the feedback that I get from the community,
Mm-hmm.
from the players,
Yeah.
and the connection that I have with the players. That they realize the value of
Yeah.
what I'm doing. So, you know, community is very important with me. So I think that's the only way it's gonna work for me.
Yeah.
And that's why things are moving the way it's moving.
And like you doing it the right way too.
Yeah,
When you do it the right way and you a genuinely good person and you giving, because what you're doing, you are giving back, whether you know it or not. You're giving back to the
Appreciate
community. You created a platform that not only benefits yourself, but you benefiting everybody else too. Everybody that step on that camera is beneficial for them. It's an opportunity for them. And people, I know people take pride in being on your camera. That means something to them. Oh, that's let's ball, that's let's ball. They get hyped, they get excited. It was like with my kids when you came to the Black in the game.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, go on, get on YouTube. Go on, get on
Yeah.
YouTube. They throwing on the chains, they get hyped. You know what I'm saying? It means something when you on Les Ball camera. That means
Appreciate it.
something. You know what I'm saying? So how does it feel to be a household name?
Man, I don't really look at it like it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you,
I
you a
swear,
household name.
yeah, I get it now. Not to be full of myself. And
I'll
talk
say it
about
for
myself.
you. You a household name.
It's good. I be I just be out here grinding.
Mhm.
I feel it now, but I really don't. I really don't even look at myself like it, and I should, but I don't. I just be out here grinding, man, and just trying to continue my mission.
Mhm.
And keep letting these kids feed me with their energy of putting out that good work, or doing my mission.
So when you out and about, because you got this popularity now, how was it adjusting to the popularity?
It's hard, cause I'm not a camera guy. As much as I take pictures, it's very hard, cause I don't want it to be about me, which it done became that. So I kind of shy away, man. I don't really like that attention. Like it ain't really me. It really wasn't what I was trying to do, but it has grown to that. So
It come with the territory, bro.
yeah, and it's hard. It ain't me. So a lot of people be telling me, man, you need to go ahead and go on and walk into it, man. You really need to walk into it. But it's just, man, I guess it's coming from where I come from. I just want to just do my work and help out and bounce.
Right.
But it's not that case no more. It's hard, man, because I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't even want to wear my Les Ball shirt out.
You don't want to draw no attention to yourself.
I leave it in the house. When I go to the grocery store and everything, I don't even wear my Les Ball hoodie sometimes.
Because that's a question I was
My
going to
wife
ask you.
I don't even really like them wearing it sometimes because it's just so much attention. I don't be wanting that, man. I just be wanting to chill when I'm out.
So you
Not
pretty
to knock
much-
nobody.
You pretty much answered my next question. I was going to ask you, when you in public, do you carry yourself as a man or as a brand? And you just answered that question.
Yeah, I just be yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just be myself, man. I've been doing it and I ain't realized, like, because remember, I never thought about building no brand, but it actually, became that. So something that's a small idea and it's growing, and it's just the ideas are constantly growing and growing. So it becomes a brand, not with me just trying, but just me doing what I like to do and doing something that I saw that I like, but I feel like I can do it better with a better storyline and a better mission. It just became that, and me not knowing, I'm so caught up in my grind that, dude, you're looking so straight ahead that you don't know that you got 1,000
Tunnel
or
vision.
20,000 people behind you, and then you not like Forrest Gump. You know
Yeah.
how when Forrest Gump was running, he ran all the way
Right.
there, and he looked back and he seen about 100 people behind
Hey,
him.
we with you, bro.
That's what it's like,
with
bro.
you.
And that's, you know.
And you deserve your flowers. That's
Yeah.
why
So
I appreciate you coming through. But that's
Yeah.
why I want to do this. This platform is to give people their flowers.
appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? You deserve your flowers.
Appreciate it.
You might not pat yourself on the back, but I'm gonna tell you, you that nigga.
Appreciate it.
You
Means
the
a lot
one,
hearing
bro.
that.
And you
means a
creating
lot.
your own lane, and you already are legendary. What you doing is legendary.
Appreciate it.
And the name Les Ball at this point is bigger than you.
Oh yeah.
It's bigger than you at this
getting there.
point. Like it done grew wings and it's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how'd you even come up with the name Les Ball?
So one of my inspirations for this was Nike. Nike, I like what Nike do. I like how they use the storylines of when they brand an athlete, they use their stories to brand their stuff, which is,
Genius.
So I like that. So when I was coming up with a name, I was talking to my wife. I need to create a platform. What do you think about Just Ball? And she was like, nah, I don't really like it. It sounds like Just Do It. So then
But you had ball part first.
Yeah, I had ball because that was gonna be building a living legacy.
Gotcha.
So we were just talking, and the song came on. And I was just like, man, let's ball. I like the way it sounds,
Yeah.
so I just said let's ball, and that's how it came about.
It's
And
simple,
just
but
let's
it's
build a living
genius.
legacy. Yeah,
It's simple, but it's genius, bro.
yeah.
Sometimes you ain't even gotta overthink it. It just came natural.
It just came natural, and it actually just
It
like the way
fits.
it feel and the way it fits the vibe of who I am of the not hood, not ratchet, but just kind of I'm gonna give you a swagger to it, but not just too on the left side, not too on the right side, just right there. And that's what I took from it.
Yeah.
And that's what I came with Let's Ball. And from there, it's just been grinding and building and trying to put people on what we really trying to do with the state.
Okay. What's the best game you recorded on the field and on the court?
The best game, what was it? What would be the best game? I have to give it to the Haywood versus Pearl Cone game.
This year or last year?
This was last year.
Okay.
Yeah, that game was tough. I had traveled down there. We went to both of them. They just the same. Pearl is a all-black school. Haywood is an all-black school that's pretty much just like them. They just on the west part of Tennessee. That game, they went at it, man. I think it was almost 100 points scored in that game.
I heard they had a good running back.
Yeah, they did. He was the same running back this year, but they that game was good, man. There was a lot of emotions during that game.
That was playoffs?
Yeah, that was playoffs. It was playoffs. The winner go to the championship.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot on the line.
Yeah, it was a lot on the line. Cold as shit out there.
Yeah.
Both sides, whole stands filled up. You got people from Nashville driving 2 hours away to Brownville to go see them. And then you got, of course, the people from Haywood that was just like them. Just like them. Turn.
Yeah.
Hype, passionate about their kids.
It was a mirror match.
Yeah, so it was a mirror match. So you don't really get nothing like that, especially when they both good and they both one and the same.
Right.
So I was just happy to really capture it all. It wasn't about me recording a Nashville team or nothing. It was just really me trying to capture this essence of this game. And to be there to capture that, it was dope because nobody knew what was going to happen.
Right.
Basketball, it might have to be East versus Cane Ridge. When East versus Cane Ridge, I think it's East and Cane Ridge with Brandon Miller and Jalen Jones.
That was
playing.
early in the season last year, wasn't it?
I think it was, it was when Brandon Miller was there.
Yeah, that was last year.
Well, last year.
No, 2 years ago. 2 years
Yeah,
ago. Two
yeah,
years ago. My fault. My
yeah.
fault. 2 years ago.
So that game, I think it was a good game because of the
The
environment,
hype with
the hype,
Jalen
the hype, the
Jones
Bron,
and
yeah,
Brandon
yeah,
Miller.
the backstory of it. Yeah, I think that's
A lot of
probably one.
action.
Yeah, it was a lot of action. You know, you had Brandon there, just a lot of people in the community. Then you got one team from the south and then one team from the east. So it was a lot going on there. Just just culturally right as far as the community. So I like that vibe of that game.
All right, let's get real for a second. All the connections you made, doing this, have you considered creating your own league?
Uh,
Like we spoke on overtime earlier,
yeah.
a less ball league.
Actually, I've been talking to some people about creating a league. It was gonna be youth league, youth football league. Of course, I don't know nothing about it. I just see all the pain points in it,
Yeah.
just from talking to the directors of mid state and all of the issues that they have. Um, I think that I've been looking into it, been talking to some people that's smarter than me, or I've been looking for some people that's way smarter than me that I can trust, that can use my brand to be able to create a league to kind of neutralize things. So
It's a
I
lot of politics in youth
yeah,
football.
yeah,
Lot of
yeah.
politics.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So I've been in talks. Ain't nothing moved on it, but we just been talking about it, throwing it out there to see if we can come up with that.
Okay.
That Les Bali. It's just kind of tricky because Nashville, man, you got it's like you can't. It's so many egos. It's like only reason why Les Ball is because I moved in a way that didn't mess with people's egos.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I create this lead, I gotta do it in a way that don't create some egos.
I already know.
You see
bruh.
what I'm saying? So
There's
it's
some
very
gatekeepers.
it's
Some
very
old heads and some politics.
yeah, it's very
egos.
versus I think what keeping me separated is because I'm not looking at what y'all looking at. I'm looking at more of Tennessee versus Georgia or the nation. I'm looking at Tennessee as a whole.
Your
not-
vision is much bigger than a lot of people who's in position
yeah.
to really bring change
Yeah.
or accept change.
Yeah.
Your vision is bigger than that.
Yeah, so I'm not looking at it like people think it looking at it. I'm not looking at it as a local thing. I'm looking at it more of when Max Prep put out a ranking and they show the state, and then you look at it and you only see zero of top players, and then you look at Georgia with 25. That's what I'm looking at. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to enhance. But when you inside of the map and you can see all the inner workings, you see why it ain't that they better than you. It's just we can't seem to come together.
We can't get out our own way.
You
bro.
know. So that's what I'm looking at, and I'm doing it in a way that they don't even know they working together.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I want to do the league. I just gotta get the right people and do it to where I don't want to stroke no. You know what I mean? Bring no egos into this stuff to where it's him. It's his platform. It's his league. Nah, I don't. I mean, yes, let's ball, but that don't mean it's my league. This is bigger than that. We just need some kind of systemized structure that's not chaotic.
Right. Right.
And bring neutral.
Right. So, man, I hope that we need that. The city needs that. A lot of these kids need that because a lot of kids are just all over the place. Parents all over the place. They cool with this program for 2 years, and something happened, they shoot over there. And this programs can't get into certain leagues because of whatever reasons. It's a lot of crab in the bucket mentality.
It is,
a lot of people just going against each other for grudges that probably older than us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I hope that work out for you. That's a great idea.
I think it's gonna work, even if I don't do it.
It should be
just
done.
just the thought of the idea of coming there where we need to all come together and create some kind of lead that's very niched and structured to where, I mean, it comes with a lot of benefits if you join this league. Because it's needed. Because I don't think, as much as I can go and record all these top players and record the next 5-star and 4-star kid at the high school level, I think it's very important to really make sure the foundation is there because we need to funnel them in. We might, I'm crazy about Brandon Miller, but we need to make it to where we have several Brandon Millers. you know,
Facts.
and that's what I'm on. And it starts with the youth, you know
Right.
what I mean? It's building, making sure our leaders are working together to we're able to, funnel it in. Everybody
Right.
got they skill set, they talents.
Yeah.
We just need to work together.
Right. So what's your end goal with Let's Ball?
Oh, it's big. So I I'm gonna turn it into a network. It's gonna be a network, almost like some CBS type stuff. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm looking at. I want to turn Let's Ball into a full blown network. Bring everybody together, all the leaders together, to where if Les Ball can get a big boy contract, I can really funnel it all down the pipeline to where everybody's getting funded to be able to, funnel it through a whole system.
Right.
You know, and that's kind of my end game, is to really build a network of people, brands, to where we can all eat off of it and even develop. Shoot, I would like to make it where the youth football coaches can get paid. You see
Say
what I'm
that
saying?
again. Say it again.
You know what I mean?
One more time for the camera.
Yeah, man, I would like to make it where the youth football coaches to get paid.
Church.
For real.
Man, we
You
put a
know?
lot of time,
It's-
effort,
yeah.
energy, resources into these kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, y'all go through a lot, man.
Man, a lot of
Yeah.
times we around these kids longer than the parents.
Yeah. And have to be parents too.
And have to be parents too. We got to
It's tough.
raise these kids a
It's
lot
tough,
of times.
man. And people don't understand. Y'all doing this for free.
Free.
For free. And people tend to overlook that. Even like what I do, most of the stuff I do is really free. It's just I got a bigger vision to understanding that if I build it up, that it'll eventually pay off in the long run.
Right.
That eventually the guys that become professional, they can see the importance. They get old enough to see the value of really what I'm actually doing, to really contribute. Not that I'm banking on that, but
Right.
that's the main thing with me, because the mission is way greater than this other stuff. So
That's what's up, bro. So in conclusion, anybody that want to support, buy your merch, watch your videos, get in contact with you, how can they do that?
you can follow me on Instagram, IG dash. It's DESH 2T. Of course, you can get online and get some merch. It's www.letsballsportsmedia.com. Twitter, you can find me on there at the same thing, DESH 2T. That's it, man. Just, hey, show love, shit. Say what's up to me or something. I don't care.
But bro, I appreciate you coming through. It's good to have you on this side of the camera. It's good to hear
Yeah,
your
yeah,
voice.
yeah,
a lot of
yeah,
people probably
yeah,
ain't
yeah.
heard you talk.
Nah, they
don't
ain't
know
never
what you
heard me
look
talk.
like.
Nah, they
you
don't.
you an urban myth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's good.
But shout out, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you. You doing your thing.
Appreciate it.
I support you. I respect you. I'm inspired by you. I'm motivated by you. You're doing a great thing for the kids. You're doing a great thing for the community. You're doing a great thing for the city. You know what I'm saying? And you really stand on your own 2 feet, and you deserve all the blessings that come your way. You know what I'm saying? So another episode of Coach Chris Chronicles. We'll see y'all soon. Peace.
Serious.